The most exciting thing for me is to lay down and be lazy. It's like, no, that's a compulsion that you have.
Han Meditations.
Hey guys, I figure on the weekends we'll just start answering you guys' this question. Maybe we'll even do it during the week too. But someone said, hello, Han and Kelly, I love your channel. Thank you for being open-minded and learning about different religions. My question is, how do I find my life's purpose? Now, this is a very complicated but simple answer. To find your life's purpose, number one, you have to be willing and open to be looking for it. Number two, what you should be doing is trying out as many things as you can and figuring out what you like and what you don't like. And then what you should and what you're good at and what you're bad at. I mean, even if you like something and you're bad at it, that just means you need to work at it more. And then you'll get better because that's just a skill issue. You can always get better at it. Mm-hmm. But what you need to be doing is following your highest excitement and taking it as far as you can go. Now, this starts off with even just waking up in the morning. Well, what do you want to wear? What excites you about your outfit? What excites you to wear? What excites you for breakfast? What excites you? And where do you want to go today? Just start with the little things about excitement and let that excitement build up. And then you start moving on forward to what you want to do with your life. Let's say maybe, and I'll give you an example for Kelly and I. Well, I always liked playing video games on the computer. I played World of Warcraft for a while growing up. And I always wanted to start getting into computers and loving computers. So I always had a little computer, but they were pre-built computers. Then Kelly needed a computer for editing videos. Mm-hmm. And so I decided that I needed to build her a computer. That was my first time doing it. I looked on YouTube. I started following videos. I was like, oh, this is actually fun. It's like putting together Legos. I put together the computer. I loved it. I was like, I need one for myself. Then I built myself a computer. Then I started flying drones because I love flying drones. And then Kelly started doing her makeup journey. She started doing videos. Videos started going viral. She started being on CoverGirl. Different cool things started happening because we were just following our passions and what we liked.
Right.
Then God led us together and said, hey, you do this, you do that. We started getting better at our skill sets. Then we said, let's start a media company because at this time I have a company where we do house clear outs and we clear out properties that are vacant and they need to get the stuff out of them. During COVID, you weren't allowed to evict anyone from their properties. You weren't allowed to take them out of their properties. So guess what? We had to start anew. So then it was a perfect time. God told us, hey, start a media company together. That's whenever we founded our media company. And then we started it together. And guess what? We already had the PCs because I built one for Kelly and myself. Mm-hmm. Kelly had a camera at that time. I bought another one. I already had the drone. Look how things come together when at first we had no idea how it was going to turn out. You have to keep your mind open. Whenever you start that, you can't be thinking, how is it going to turn out? You just have to follow your excitement. Don't worry about the future. Don't worry about how it's going to turn out. Just realize in that moment that you can't be insistent on the outcome because insistence is resistance. And what you want is trying to come to you as much as you want it. But if you have parameters in your mind, if you have different beliefs in your mind that are not going to allow you to have that abundance, that aren't going to allow you to have that, then guess what? It's not going to happen because God is in control of the timing of the situation. All you can do is put your foot forward and continue to get better and better every single day and start learning and trying things out until it comes together and you're going to have a moment where you say, aha. Because even whenever we started doing the media company, we started doing commercials, we started doing product reviews. That led us to the Amazon influencer program, which then led us into the Han Meditations. Well, Han Meditations was before that, but it's the same thing. So that led us into Han Meditations, where we started building the channel and started making meditations. And then I learned how to edit audio through that way. And then we started doing reaction videos on the channel. Then we started the Amazon influencer program. And then guess what? I knew how to edit audio. We knew how to set the podcast. We knew how to do everything from that point. And now look where we are now, where everything is coming together because we just listened to God and let ourselves be led by God in our excitement.
Yeah, so it's, a balance between trusting God and trusting your life to unfold without insistence or resistance, but at the same time, listening to it, what is in your heart, really, really pulling at your heart, And there's a lot of people out there who it sounds exciting to start a little business, to start a side hustle, to start, creating content, whatever it may be. And they might even feel that little inkling of excitement for years on end, but they don't put any action into it. So that part is our role. We have to take the actions that we know we should take when we really, really feel it. And whatever sounds exciting, just try it out. Maybe you just do it for one time a day and it's not as exciting as you thought and you just don't like it anymore. Okay, well, that's good. You already got it done. Now you know. So now try something else out. And just do it for fun. And again, that's where the no resistance, no insistence comes in, because it may end up going a completely different way than you have in your mind, which is exactly what happened to us, which is why Han explained how we start one thing as a passion and a hobby, and it takes a totally different route, because that's God's job to know how and the ending destination. So you do your part by what sounds exciting, what sounds fun, and it does start with the simplest things, where you wake up and what sounds like the most exciting thing to have for breakfast, Now, of course, sure, you can say, oh, but what if the most exciting thing for breakfast is to eat chocolate cake every day? That's not good for me. Well, okay, yes, of course, sometimes we have to make decisions in life. So what sounds more exciting, to eat chocolate cake for breakfast every day or to gain 150 pounds because you did that? That doesn't sound very exciting. It sounds more exciting to
be healthy.
Exactly. So we have to use our common sense here, of course, but within reason. What is the most exciting that will actually benefit you and everyone around you?
Yeah, and sometimes people use that as an excuse where they say, oh, well, the most exciting thing for me is to lay down and be lazy. It's like, no, that's a compulsion that you have. Mm-hmm. The same with eating food. You have a compulsion. You have a compulsion disorder, or you have an anxiety mechanism in your brain that is allowing you to think that that is the most exciting thing, because in reality you're fearful. In reality, you have an anxiousness about you that you need to control. And that goes along with being honest with yourself. You have to be honest with yourself, Kelly, right? You can't just say, hey, this is my problem, and guess what? I just want to, I want to do whatever I want, and guess what? I can just lay down and, chill. I mean, you think Kelly would be with me if I was the kind of guy that just lay down all day and didn't do anything and didn't work hard? Every man wants a beautiful woman. Every man wants a beautiful woman on the inside and outside, but you have to work on yourself first. Mm-hmm. And I'm so grateful to have Kelly, because whenever I was down and out, whenever I could have died, she was in the hospital with me every single day. So thank you guys for being here and watching this video. We greatly appreciate it. And we'll see you in the next video.